here we are. It is February 4th, 2021. Going on another camping trip. And we're coming up on Cafe 27 right over there where all the trucks are. I did this Cafe 27 pit stop last year on the same type of video. There it is. And then right in front of us is Everglades Holiday Park. You would turn right at the signal light to do that. We're southbound on Highway 27, and we're heading to Bear Island Campground. Going to do an overnight of camping. So come join me. We're going to do some other stops. As of last year, we're going to do different stops. There's actually quite a ways from my house, so there's quite a few places to stop. Last year, I sort of focused mainly on many of the RV parks and the ValueJet Memorial and things of that nature, and I picked some other ones this year. So we're gonna have a good time. Now last year I went in March and the temperature was probably a good 20 degrees warmer, and I thought I might escape the mosquitoes out in Bear Island, but not to be. Kind of got wiped out by the mosquitoes. This year, right now, it's a little late start this morning. It's approaching noon, probably about 11:30. As you can see, it's 66 degrees outside. It's supposed to get down the mid-50s tonight, so I'm hoping that keeps the mosquitoes away. Although I do have a mosquito net this time. Yeah, I'm not going to go through that again. All right, I'll have more for you as we get down here. A couple of pit stops out in front of us. Here comes our turnoff to 997. And one of our first stops today is, if I can find it here, and hopefully I will, is the Miami Motocross track, which I didn't even know was here. I just happened to see it on the map. And it should be right here in front of us somewhere. I called them up to try to find out, because on the website it didn't say what their hours of operation were or anything about them. Just said the track's there and a phone number. And they answered the phone and told me that they're open, I believe, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so I asked them if they would be there for maintenance or anything like that on Thursday. Maybe let me in, take a picture or it's a little video, and they said no. So see if we can see what's going on here. Keep you posted. All right, we stopped for a minute here. You know, there wasn't much in the way of signage. I almost went right by it. It's just this faded sign right here. But I get a peek at the bike now for today. Loaded down pretty good. I got one extra bag compared to last year. And that's one of my Touratech bags on top here. Not sure why. I'm not really carrying anything more, but maybe I just didn't do as good a job of fitting it. But here's the motocross stuff. And there's the road going in. They're closed. All right, you see a airplane on arrival there to Miami, and there is the Miccosukee Casino. And what I did not know about until recently, just never paid much attention to it, is there's actually a shooting range on the left side, the east side of this street. So we're going to stop in that shooting range just for a second and take a peek, because it looks like a pretty nice place. So this is 997 coming into 41, and normally we would turn right here, but the shooting range is right off our left, so we're going to turn left, go down there and see what's what. Looks like there's a little popo activity down here. We missed the green light. That's unfortunate. See what the popo's doing. Joint effort. Oh no, it's just FHP. I thought I saw BSO. Oh, a little car accident. That's too bad. All right, we'll take a left here, and then we'll go check it out. It showed the shooting range to be right in here. Guessing that might be it right there. And we'll go in there and take a peek. I guess we have to go up here and make a U-turn in here and see what we got. Looks like you can go down that road a little bit. see here. Park closed. And you can't go that way. And let's see here. Park is closed at the moment. But I think this is the shooting range, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so I got somebody in the car next to me here, and I just made a U-turn where I don't think I was supposed to in front of the FHP. Oh, there goes the guy that was next to me. But might not be good to go in. We're getting striking out here today in the motocross park and now the shooting range. Not good. Oh well. See if we have better luck on some of our other places. All right, so kind of our first turn here into 41. I saw this looks like a dirt road we can go on. Yep, this is the Airboat in Everglades. Fairly substantial pump station here. And I think this goes into a township down here. Although I think it dead ends at some point. We'll be coming back. Now it dead ends if I go to the right. There's nothing there. Let's see if we go down here. Take a look at the water. See if we can see any gators down here. But it looks like, so that's 41 and we're going westbound. 41 on the other side of the canal. And we'll just head down this road a little piece and see where it takes us. It parallels 41 the whole time. What I don't know is if it'll go all the way through to some other access where I can get back on 41, or if I'll have to backtrack. Until this road down here ain't the greatest. All right, it's kind of neat. We're just right down here almost at the level of the water. There's a fair amount of activity down here, so probably unlikely we're going to see any gators as long as we see all these people. But we shall see. Oh boy, we're definitely coming back on the upper road. Matter of fact, there's a transition up here. We'll transition to the upper road. I wanted to be down here because I could see stuff better, but this is a terrible road. Oh man, the road up top looked a lot better on top of this dike off my right. Let's see. Leave the camera on just for a second. We'll take a peek. Also, yeah, look at all these. Oh, that was went right through that. A little bit of mud and water to start off the trip. All right, let's go on top of the dike. At least we'll have a little bit of a view up here. Hopefully nobody's coming. Oh. Oh yeah, much better road. So there's 41 again, going over the bridge. And we'll see if we come up on that township. We got denied before we even got to the township. So we came up on this nice canal on the right though. It just started. Beautiful, real nice. And I see somebody fishing right down there. But anyway, got denied going any further. So I think we probably went about, I don't know, a couple miles down the road, which is, better than nothing. But they just have everything closed out here in the Everglades. I really don't know why. Just doesn't seem right. Beautiful day and everything. All right, here we go. Turn around and then we'll get back on 41. All right, so we're on the bridge here on 41. Beautiful view looking south. And that's the trail we were on. There's the dike and everything on the other side. Probably can't see it, but I'm starting to get in. It's coming into view where the trail ended at that other pump station. See, we're at mile marker 21 here. It's probably about another mile down the road. So mile marker 22 is where it ended about. But there's the view to the north. As far as my head will crane, probably northwest. And again, I don't know if you see it in the video here. Coming off the bridge, gonna lose our view. And then just right in front of us, about a half mile here, is where we got stopped. All right, that's strike 3. 0 for 3 on the motocross park, the shooting range, and continuing into the township on this road. But we're going to play cat lives today, so 9 lives, 1 down, 8 to go. We're going to try to find Old Tamiami Road and ride that out toward Shark Valley. That's our next little adventure. Going to try to find that. There's the township we were hoping to go through on the dirt road, by the way. And there's the walking bridge, kind of co-located with this Gator Park Airboat tours. Nice place. It's kind of hard to resist these nice plain views, plains, or whatever you want to call it, of the Everglades. There's got the big radio station there in a way. That's the south, and then up to the north. And as I pointed out in my last video, it'd go up about maybe 20 miles or so, maybe more. That's where I usually do most of my riding. We're a little further south than where I usually go. It's a beautiful day. It's 60, coming up on 69 degrees now. So we'll stop somewhere up here. See, 28.5 miles. So we got a few miles to our maybe turn off our Old Tamiami Road. And I might start, I'm kind of in my colder weather gear today. Started off closer to the, it's just about 60 degrees. It's supposed to get up to about 72 today. So I can shed a layer, maybe open up a couple vents on my jacket. The ValueJet Memorial. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera. And then, it looks like the, let's stop here for a second. Looks like the construction is kind of lightened up a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. I was going to go by it, but yeah, look at that. They've cleaned up all the construction. Awesome. Holy smokes. Let's see where they let you go. Well, first of all, we used to go right through here, and they closed it all off. Look at this, and they made this whole, this is all new. Wow. And so you get over here, a nice road, they freshly graded. You can go over here to the ValueJet Memorial. Wow. They did a lot of work here. They did not put the sign back up. That's very interesting. There used to be a sign here, and it is not back up, depicting what it is. There's the sign right there. It's just laying in the, you can see it right there, just laying in the ground. Well, that's interesting with all this construction, and they didn't put that sign back up. That's bizarre. All right, that's a brief pay of my respects. I wish they'd put that sign up. I just can't get over how much work they've done here. That whole jetty's new, this walkway's new, this whole, all this concrete, this whole thing's new, all this area. Now, they had this blocked off going into Francis Taylor. Now, this, I do Francis Taylor up north. This would be the southern end of it. So let's see if we can, yeah, I see a gate already, so it's not going to let us go in here very far. Just a little tiny bit, and it's going to stop. See the gate, but we'll see. Got all this dirt. I wonder where all this dirt came from. I wonder if they trenched it out where they put that little canal area. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, so here's the, I saw a car just go in here a minute ago. Maybe they're on the other side of this berm. But there's the gate. So again, and I see a truck down there too. Huh. And there's another gate. That wasn't the car I just saw go in here, but maybe they went, maybe it's that white car? No, I don't know. Interesting. So a gate there, and a gate over here. Oh, this gate, no, it's closed. For a second I thought it was open, but it's not. Huh, interesting. All right, well, I want to say strike 4, but this wasn't really part of our plan going in here, so it's not exactly a strike, but it's nice to admire the finished construction. Oh, there's a truck coming in right here. Let's stop and see where he goes. All right, I'll come back with you in a little bit. Well, I thought I'd take a stop while we're here at all this new construction and take in a little bit of the view. The water's so nice and still. Nobody fishing around here. They're on the other side or over by the bridge. This southern end of Francis S. Taylor Park. All this is new. I think there's a road that went in here always, but this particular grading is all new. And there's the big mound of dirt we just drove by, which is probably excavated dirt from all the new stuff. Anyway, I'm going to shed a layer while I'm standing here, a little sip of water, and then we'll press on. I think our turnoff for the old Tamiami Trail, if we don't get struck out on that, is only a couple miles down the road. And we're looking east right now. So, I'm sorry, west right now. So that's the direction we'll be headed. All right, let's see if this goes anywhere. Mile marker 32, and it goes nowhere because it's fenced off. We can't get in. So there's a strike 4 right there. That's unfortunate. Valley, next left, let's take it. I've noticed that there's several airboat ride places along this 41, and they're all, I think all but like 2 of them are closed. So I see all this yellow tape and I wonder what's going on here. But I'm gonna go up. First of all, this is Old Tamiami Trail and I wanted to see if I could drive on it. Coming up here. Nope. It is closed off. Strike 5. Gonna be the world's shortest video, right? And I, of course, got the out-of-towners that don't know what's going on. I believe I looked on the map, and this is kind of the people that work here. We'll see if I can get up here and just turn around. If they'll let me in, or what's going on here. I can't remember if this is state-run or whatever this is here. Find out in a second. So I guess you got these trams, and you get on the trams when you're not behind somebody from Minnesota that doesn't know where they're going. And I think the ranger guy yelled at me when I went through there. Those guys stopped and waited, and then they just went through. So I figured he wasn't going to do anything, and then I think I heard him yell when I went through. Anyway, not much to see there. Let's see if he yells at me coming out. No, not gonna stick around to find out. All right, brief tour of Shark Valley. I got yelled at. This is kind of the last gas stop for a little while. And I see a lot of popo in front of us. I wonder what's going on. Hopefully we won't find out. I think the speed limit's 45. We're going about 35. But they are out in the middle of the street. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, there's one off the side too. Stop here for pedestrians. I don't know, they seem to be looking at everybody. Alright, we're out of that one. We're on the res, so definitely want to be careful on the res. Alright, we're going to turn left here, south, and go into the wildlife loop, which we did last year and was a pretty big hit. Saw lots of gators and lots of fun stuff to do, and the popos here too. They seem to be everywhere. Not quite sure what's going on with the popo, but they're here. They're all out. Anyway, hopefully we won't have any problems. So this starts off as kind of a small residential street. I can't remember the mileage on this, but it's a ways, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 miles. And this will eventually loop back around to 41. This is going to turn into a dirt road up here in a couple miles. There's really nothing to see here, so come back in a little bit. There he is on the side of the road. I'm going to see if I get a picture on my phone before he runs off, before this car behind me comes up. Oh, God damn it. Kind of a big one on the side of the road here I'm turning around for. We're on the paved part. I don't normally see gators on the paved part. He's every bit of 7 feet. There's another one. Almost ran right by that one. Mile marker 17 on the wildlife loop. We passed one campground, but it was closed. This campground seems to be open. So let's go in and take a look. Mitchell's Landing. Let's see if it'll let me go in here and take a look and see what Mitchell's Landing is all about. Take a peek. Stop here for something. Not sure what that is. New York license plate. I'm not sure who he is. Probably get yelled at again. Looks like we're pretty much coming right into the campground right here. We're all loaded up, so probably looks like we're ready to dump off and camp. Let's see here. Well, yeah, we'll go a little bit further here and see what it looks like. According to my map, this is pretty much the end right up in front of us. Kind of turns left and then ends. Oh, there's some people. There's a tent right there. Oh, look at that. Lots of tables. Pretty nice. Let's see what it says. There's a sign. This is the end. Airboat launch area. No camping, no parking. I wonder where you launch the airboat. Oh, right there. There you go. Look at that. All right. Well, this is Mitchell's Landing. Look at that. That's nice. Actually, a little patch of concrete there for you. Nice little camping spot. All right, we'll head back out to the wildlife loop and continue out to the west. All right, going past the education place, and that is where we go from asphalt to dirt. So the dirt road begins. So we'll be dirt road from here on out all the way till we get back out to 41. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit because this is where we saw the gators and stuff last time. Still got several miles of this dirt road. Let's see if we see any gators today. Beautiful water. I mean, it's nice and clear. Real nice out here today. Haven't seen hardly any cars, any tourists. Usually the ones I've seen so far have out-of-state license plates on them. Two different ones from New York. Buried way back in here, camping and stuff. Oh, here comes a car. Truck, looks like more like a work truck though. I mean, look, it's really pretty. All right, we'll if I see anything, we'll camera up and report back to you. Another guy up here. I just turned my GoPro on, hoping I can capture him. I don't know if the GoPro is going to see everything, but there's so many of them. I feel like I got to get them on and get every one of them, but I would probably just pick up my speed a little bit and make my way around the wildlife loop. but suffice it to say, a lot of gators today. There's another one on the side of the road I saw. I'm telling you, they're like every 50 to 100 feet. I just keep seeing them. There's so much traffic today, though. I can't turn around to get to them all. But that one there is every bit of 7 feet. I can't believe how many gators I'm seeing today. I'm still less than 5 miles into this, and I've probably seen 30 gators. Incredible. All right, there's a little guy on the side of the road. I saw him. Don't have to turn around, so that's good. All right, this guy was on the side of the road, and I was way over on the side of the road and didn't even see him. Came pretty close to that guy. Yep, there he is. There's a big guy just like that one. See, miss him. Oh yeah, right there. A lot of gators today. Seeing gators every 100 yards or so. See what they're looking. Oh, I think I can see from here. Big gator right there on the side of the road. Yeah. All right, I turned around. I didn't see this. I couldn't stop in time, so I had to turn around and come back at this guy. But he's out kind of in the road. You see him coming up on my right here. Not a big guy, but big enough to scare me. Yeah, he's kind of a little guy, but I say little guy, but not little for me. I'm not going to get off and pet him. All right, we're heading back to the west. Let's see if we can go by him one more time on our way out. There he is. Like I said, his tail's almost out in the road where it could get run over. I wonder if he came across the road or something. There he is. Oh yeah, he's not huge, but big. Every bit of 6 feet anyway, maybe a little bit more. Big head on a small body. All right, well, like I said, second half is usually more productive. We shall see. All right, here's that last chance stop. Probably about 3 miles up the road off of 41. So I got a nice little picnic area, a couple tables, got some trash and restrooms. And it kind of somewhere here it tells you, here you go, last chance turnaround. I would say no, unless you're towing a trailer or something, which you probably don't want to be down this road if you are. I mean, it's a good road. You could tow a trailer down it, but you're not going to be turning around if that's the case. But if you're in a car or truck or something, there's plenty of places to turn around. All right, I decided to swing into Monument Lake Campground. There's a good way, good landmark for you right there to find it. We did this last year. It's a kind of a neat campground. Oh, look at that bus. Holy smokes. So this is just a little bit east of the I'm sorry, just a little bit east of where we exited the wildlife loop, and it's on the north side of the road. Wow, there wasn't when I was here in March of last year. Now mind you, we're in early February right now. Today's February 4th, and last year, probably should have gone the other way. And last year was, I think, mid-March. God, look at these motorhomes, are nice. And so that, you know, that 1 month and change, obviously makes a big difference. Of course, last year I came before, yeah, I must have been here in early March because I did Daytona Bike Week in late March, and the coronavirus really didn't affect the US too much until late March. Matter of fact, we were in Daytona Bike Week. We went on the last weekend, and Sunday was the last day, and on Saturday night, it was Friday night, I don't remember, but it was the last day, and they the city council met for there and shut it all down. So there's no food or anything the last night. I mean, I think it's like 11 nights or 10 nights, whatever, and it was like the very last night they shut it off. I was like, really? You let it go for 10 days and you shut it off on the 11th day. But anyway, I'm sure they had their reasons. It was just disappointing. But at least we did get one good night of food and good stuff. But you know, these diehard bikers, they don't let a good time go by like that. So they were still out and about, but unfortunately the city council shut down all the vendors. So that was the bad news. Anyway, Monument Lake Campground, lots more, I won't say traffic, but trailers and motorhomes here than last year, approximately a month later. I don't remember the exact date I went last year. I just know it was March. I remember it vividly because of the mosquitoes. And by the way, currently 71.6 degrees, so about 72 degrees today. Last year was in March was probably about 10 degrees warmer here, maybe even more. And certainly at night it only cooled down to maybe 75 or maybe low 70s tonight. And of course I got attacked by the mosquitoes. This year I have mosquito netting, but also I have another secret weapon. The weather's going to be about 55 degrees, so I'm hoping that keeps the mosquitoes off. Okay, this is 41 in front of us, and we're going to press on westbound. And I think the next thing I have is, let's see here, Burns Lake Campground. So let's see if we can stop into Burns Lake. Alright, I thought I'd drive through Burns Lake Campground too. We did this last year, but because Monument Lake was so packed, I wanted to see if Burns is also as busy. So this is down the road, I don't know, a few miles west of Monument Lake, also on the north side of 41. We are coming into Burns Lake Campground. I guess they want you to go this way. I didn't remember that. So let's take a peek. Keep right, one way. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but we'll just go through. I don't think anybody's out here. Just going through and looking at it. So there's a few people. Seems like I heard somebody yelling again. Am I getting good at getting yelled at? I didn't hear anybody yell at me really. By my hearing. So, a couple trailers. This was probably about what was here last year on this side. I don't see a whole lot else. That guy's got a big old diesel in the back of there. He plans on sticking around for a while. 50-gallon drum in the back of his truck. So I'm gonna guess, yeah, definitely Monument Lake was definitely more popular, or more crowded anyway. It wasn't crowded, it just had much more people than here and much more people than it did last year, a month earlier. I want to say it's a little bit larger than this campground. If so, not a whole lot, just a little bit. I'm looking over towards the host thing, see if I see somebody running around. Alright, Turner River Road. This is 839. It goes up into Bear Island. Look at all the cars. Wow. A lot of people here today. And it's got this nice walkway there, which all the touristas are out on it. Let's see, we got Kentucky, Ohio, New York, Michigan, one Florida, two Florida. Government, Michigan again, and Ohio again. So this is a pretty nice park right here at the corner of 41 and 8:39. Lots of places to sit down, shade. Just so you know what you're looking at, we're looking southbound here at 41. So if you're coming from the east, these are the signs you're going to see. HP Williams Picnic Area. It's a pretty big sign on the south side of the road. And then you're going to see a street sign, Turner River Road. Really doesn't say 839 anywhere here. And then you're going to turn in, and first thing you're going to see is this mark and the road. And this is the road that goes directly up to Bear Island Campground with no turns or anything. Let's go check out this walkway. So we're up here on this elevated walkway, which is kind of nice. I don't see any gators around here. Probably too much traffic. Oh, nice duck over there. Didn't even see him. I could hear him. Now I see him. Over there, making his presence known. Florida's kind of known for these elevated walkways if you go to the visitor centers or anything, but this is definitely one of the nicer, I guess you'd call it a picnic area. That's what they're calling it. A lot of trees, a lot of shade. I think that's stork or whatever it is. Oh, there you go, little fish jumping. I don't know if you saw that. But anyway, pretty nice elevated walkway. You got an RV, yeah, there it is, RV and bus parking, and lots of it. So you're not going to have a problem stopping here. And lots and lots of parking. They stop. Didn't see any gators here though. All right. A drop box, aluminum cans, there's trash, aluminum and plastic and glass. All right, that's enough of a walk around this, but nice place to stop. Again, kind of the last nice place to stop before you get into Bear Island. Campsites all have picnic tables, so you'll have that, and most of them, or I shouldn't even say that, some of them, maybe most of them, have shade. I mean, once the sun starts going down, you'll have shade, but in midday, you may not. I don't know the name of this campground. I came in here last year to check it out. I don't think I rode it all the way to the end. It had a few motorhomes in it last year, so just at a first glance, this looks to be about the same amount of traffic. So where we are is, and I didn't explain it like I said I was going to explain it. So 839, which is where we stopped with that at that little park just a few minutes ago, or a couple minutes ago. That's one road that goes up into Bear Island. Matter of fact, if you take that road, it just goes straight, no turns. We're on the south side of 841 right now. When we leave this our little RV park, we're just going to go straight across 41 to the north side and take 841, and that's another way to get into Bear Island Campground. And last year, remember, the battery went dead, so this year we're going to go 841, and then I don't remember the name of the other road, but we're going to take that one out to 29. So there's three ways in: 839, this from Highway 41, 841, which we're going to do now from Highway 41, and then the other one that comes in from Highway 29. And we're going to do, we already did 839 last year. You can watch that on the video from last year, but we did not do 841, and we did not do the road coming in from 29. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go northbound on 841, and we're going to get to the part that the road that goes out to 29, and I'm just going to take that just as a sampling of the road, and then we're going to go tank up. We still have about half tank, but got some more riding to do out here. All right, so I just turned around. We are coming back here to face north, and after I pass these RVs up here, I'm just going to go straight across 41 and northbound on 41, 841. Yeah. You have to get to spit that out. 841. Swamp Education Center. Interesting. So we just crossed 41. We're now on 841 northbound. And just so I can keep talking and not have this battery go dead, I can fiddle around and put another battery or charge it. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I've got my GoPro filming the whole thing, and we'll just take pieces off of that. Down here, you can see we're close to 41 anyway. This is a really nice road. You know, even a car is even smooth than any kind of a car. One of my YouTube guys, Randy, is asking me about maybe taking his motorhome in to Bear Island, and I was telling him the road's good for cars and, you know, motorcycles and all that, but probably not so good for motorhomes. But maybe 839's worse than I remember it, because so far this road's good. But I'll keep you posted. We're done. We'll do an evaluation, and I'll let you know if you do feel like bringing your RV in here, what it's like. So this is 837. We just came out this way, so I'm not going to film it going the other way. But if you were coming up 41, it would be 837. And we're going eastbound now, back into the campground. And we just took this one westbound coming out of the campground. And what happens is 841 and 837 will come together. And that's what we're going to film now, is we'll go back out to that intersection and film the rest of it till it connects to 839. Have to kind of look at a map to figure that out, but 839 and 841 come from the south, and 837 comes from the west side, and they all eventually join into 839 and go underneath the I-75 overpass, which we are going to stop and measure for Randy. All right, back with you in a little bit. All right, so we're coming up on the intersection. We're on 837 heading eastbound, and this is 841. They also call this one Burden Road. We're on Wagon Wheel, and that's Burden Road, and we're going to turn north here. So that's where we came in from from 41. All right, so they come together right here, and this is going to go up and turn right and then merge into 839, which is, if you wanted to, you could just do that one and not do all this. I'm just testing the roads because, as I said last year, I didn't get a chance to ride these roads. I came down 841. That's the first time I've ever been on 837. My camera battery went dead. How inconvenient. All right, back when we merge up with 839. It's just, we're still northbound, but it's just so nice in here. All these Everglades, just very nice. And this road's real nice. I mean, you'd have no problem in any kind of car, even a car that's relatively low to the ground would be fine on this road. Now I'm more curious than ever to go back out through 839. I remember it being a good road, but maybe not quite as good as these roads. All right, so here's the right turn coming up. So this will turn us to the east. We're northbound right now. This will turn us to the east. I think we're a little too far away to see Highway 75 from here, but we're not that far away from it. And we're coming up on 839 here. So this is, this is a north-south road. It's the one we came up last year, and when we exit the campground tomorrow, I'll take 839 south and we'll take some video of that too. So we're gonna turn left here, which is northbound, and then we're gonna go underneath Highway 75, aka Alligator Alley. Okay, so there you go. So getting back down to 41 is 7 miles, and the Bear Island Campground is 13 miles. So this is a 20-mile dirt road. You know. All right, and when I get to have a request to measure the overpass for motorhome access, so I'll stop when we get there and we'll do that. Oh, this road's real nice, yeah. I remember there was a patch of it up here that kind of got a little, it looked like what happened is it got wet. People drove through it when it got wet, so it had some pretty deep tire tracks in it, but it was a short stretch, you know, maybe half, 3/4 of a mile. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. All right, here comes 75 into view. Now when you do cross under 75, you're pretty close. So if you come up this road and you're going slow, and if you're in a Class A, you're gonna be going slow. When you get here, at least you know you're pretty close. I don't think it's more than a couple miles on the other side of this. It's a good 10+ miles just getting to this point. So we'll stop here and measure this for one of the guys that asked a question on my YouTube channel, and we'll see how high it is. I was curious last time I looked on my video to see if it stated a height, but I don't see one. Let me see if I see one on the other side over here. No. Doesn't state it, but we'll stop and measure it. I brought a tape measure with me. I remembered something. Hey, that's pretty good. All right. There's the same old drill, but they had envelopes this year, so that was nice. Cost $10 a night. And all right, a little bit of a repeat from last year, but there, I am assuming, would be the Ranger shed. Nobody was in it last year. Nobody's in it this year. And by the way, they've got these potties here. They're not too bad. And this is the off-road we got denied on. I'm going to look at that in a minute. But it's just a little review. This is where you pay your stuff. Last year there was no envelopes. You go here and got some envelopes in there. Last year they didn't have any. Recommend if you come out here, have your own envelope. And then you put it in this slot right here. So you have a pin too, because you got to fill out things on there. And it's $10 unless you got a senior pass, it's $5. There's some hunting stuff here too, so this is well, anyway, there's some other stuff there if you have if you're doing that. There's some maps in here, tell you a little bit about where you are, all that good stuff. And I'm guessing they have some hunting here because this looks like a hoist if you got a little game or whatever. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Pretty sturdy. I don't know if to get things really that big out here. But anyway, and of course another huge trash can. I'll tell you one thing is they got trash cans everywhere in here. There should never be any trash on the ground. They make a point. Hey, look, if you don't know what it is, it's a dumpster. Dumpster? Dumpster. Dumpster. It's a dumpster, just in case you didn't know. All right, that's about it. I got the same camping spot I had last year, number 8.
Battery level is low.
And my battery level is low. So we'll come to the end of the day with a low battery. And I'll do some filming on my GoPro when we get to the site. And we'll talk more tomorrow. Well, we'll talk more tonight on the GoPro. We're riding stuff tomorrow. So the sun's going down rapidly. And kind of convenient to my camping spot is that trash and even recycle. That'll be sweet. It is about 5:45, so probably got another good 10-15 minutes maybe. Camp's getting set up. Got some other people here in the area, and they report no mosquitoes last night. That was, however, about 45 degrees last night. Tonight's supposed to be about 55. So it's going to be a little warmer. So I did not put the mosquito net on. That probably jinxed it for the evening. But I do have my dew cover on. They said it was a little wet. That's pretty common out here. Same spot as last year, number 8. So I'm a little late getting started. Of course, I got the important things done first. The beer. I wasn't going to get any, but when I tanked up, I was like, nah, just wouldn't be a camp without a beer. And I got this Goose IPA. Pretty good stuff. So the bike did good getting out here today. And as you know, we kind of got struck out on a few of our expeditions, roads closed and whatnot. Report to Randy. I measured the overpass, which I have to say wasn't that easy. I measured it at probably about 18 feet at the edges, because I could only measure at the edges. And the road crown is probably about, oh, I don't know, 15, 18, maybe 20 inches. So if you want to be generous, take 2 feet off 18 feet, and you got 16 feet. And then if I'm off by a foot, you still got 15 feet. So you easily have your 13.5 feet, so that should be good. Anyway, pretty well unpacked here. Out of some of my riding gear. I'm going to get out of the rest of my riding gear and get ready to just relax here for a while. Me and my beer and my stuff. Well, we're breaking down camp in the morning. It's about 8:30. Got up a little late, went to sleep a little late. Really not much for mosquitoes last night. There were a few, but nothing really to talk about. Typical morning dew here, though everything's wet. So I parked where I had the most amount of daylight last night, which means that I would get shade in the morning. So as you can see, the sun's trying to peek through those trees. But if I would have parked on the other side, I'd be in blaring sunlight right now. Not what I want, or not what I would have wanted. And again, those trash cans and recycle down there are pretty cool. So as you use things or whatever, you can just go down there and get rid of them. You don't have to carry them out or pack them out. And then just about 100 yards down that driveway is a huge trash can. So if you were here for some time or you had a bunch of people and you had a lot of stuff, you can go dump it in there. Again, this is campsite number 8 at the Bear Island Campground. Don't steal my good site. No, I'm just kidding. As you can see here, there's, what is that? Oh, big birds on the other side. I can't tell if those are turkey or what they are. Probably can't see them in the camera. Way over on the other side. Break out my binoculars and look. They look like turkey. But there's a lot of campsites in here. And this would be the time of year everybody would be here. So it's me and looks like 3 other campers. These people right here in the trailer are being pretty liberal with their campsite, kind of taking up 2 spots, but nobody else is here, whatever. All right, get back on the road. I got these permits to come in here. I filled them out online to do some of the off-road trails in here, which I want to do today. But But then yesterday I saw people coming out of it with their, you have to have the combination of the lock, which I don't have from filling it out online, so it might be strike 5 or 6 for us. We'll see how it goes once we get all suited up. All right, talking about it. It's Friday morning, the 5th of February, 2021. We are leaving campground number 8. There's the big trash can I was telling you about. If you have to dump, there's a bunch of you or whatever. And we're going to go back down in here towards the other campsites. Go back down in here. Now last year I flew my drone in here from campsite number 8. Went way in here. One of my commenters told me don't do that again. But when I was here last year, there was pretty much nobody here. There were a few people, but not that many. I don't know how many campsites there are, but if there are 100, I doubt there were even 10 people here. I'm actually a little surprised there aren't more people. I'm looking at all these campsites here. Some of them go way back in there, like there. And here's one person. Big trailer. See if I can get rid of that. Somebody's calling me. How inconvenient. I didn't even know I had a phone signal back here. I had 1 bar occasionally from camping spot number 8, if anybody cares. I have AT&T service. I was able to text a little bit. There's somebody else in a van, but couldn't send. I tried to send a couple pictures of my campsite. 1 or 2 went through, but kind of weird. After the sun went down, I couldn't send anything. I don't know if that has any effect on anything, but it did last night for me. Okay, so we passed, what, 3 people now out of there. Ooh, there got something going on in there. 4 people now out of probably, I don't know how many campsites, 20, 25. All right, this was the other place I was hoping to go, but it is locked. So I got the permits online, but apparently you got to have, I don't know what. I have that permit, but the gate's locked, and I don't have the combo, and I don't know how to get it. So apparently I've got some more research to do. Last year I didn't know about it. This year I knew about it, and I tried to do all the prerequisite stuff, but apparently it wasn't enough. Okay, there's campsite number 40. So got about 40 campsites in here. Well, if I cannot go up and venture in there, which I have this whole map all laid out to do that, then there's not much else I can do in here in the campsites. So I'm going to turn the camera, the GoPro camera on for the exit here. We'll go down 839, I believe it is, the main road coming in. We came up that last year, so a pretty good video of that last year anyway. But I'll turn it on and we'll put some pieces of it in this video too. Alright, we're going to walk into the Skunk Ape headquarters here and see what they have.
I don't know if I like your hair better, or your shirt, or your tattoos.
Look at the
Okay, we want to go ahead and rent that one single tire.
shirts and hats and lots of gators.
Do you refund if we only report?
Not necessarily, no, we wouldn't be able to do that.
Or say 6 hours. How much is it?
It would be $40 for the half and would be 6 hours or 60.
Alright, here we are in front of Skunk Ape headquarters. Not a real good way to get the sign in here, but here's the shop. Pretty cool. And here's that panther I was talking about. Well, you can see it from over there, but it's about as close as I can get because it got it caged up. That is a beautiful panther. It's big. I was guessing, I'd say it's probably about 7 or 8 feet tall, 7 feet anyway, and probably about 15 feet long. It's big. And of course another ape in the field. I don't know if you can see that. No, I don't have to mail a letter, but I thought you might enjoy again the smallest post office that I've ever seen. And it's open and it's working. And there's the man working. Yep. Does this have the notoriety of being the smallest post office?
It absolutely does.
It absolutely does. So there you go. It wasn't an estimate, it was accurate. All right. Here we have it.